primarily today we're going to focus on getting everything set up for Appendix G, and the main place that that's going to happen is actually under the Accounts tab. So before I get into this, I do want to specify one piece of clarification that I've heard some confusion on, and that is the way we have done our new Appendix G is as a separate report from the graduation requirements report. So I know some people have been looking for a goal set for Appendix G, and there technically is one, but it's a separate goal set for this new report itself, as opposed to the goal sets from our graduation requirements report. So to set that effectively new goal set up with the Appendix G, we'll head to the account page, and then program info, and then at the bottom of program info is going to be manage my Coamps Appendix G program minimums. So on this page we have broken down each of the 4 tables into a separate page here where you can set your minimums and go through and do what you need to do. You'll see a red mark in these blank spots if it is below the recommended number from Coamps. So for example, right now, because we have nothing, it's effectively thinking it's 0, so it's showing red. If I were to put in 35 there, it would now turn green because we have met that. We have met their recommendation and gone above. Now, as always with COA with recommendations, they are recommendations, so you are not required to do these numbers, but they may ask you at a site visit, why you chose to do the numbers you did if they are below what they have recommended. The other neat feature about this, before we really dig deep into adding these, is that if you like the COA numbers, if for any of these boxes the COA recommendations are what you want to use, you can actually leave that space blank and it will just automatically use that. You'll notice we have a little mention about that right there. So for actually entering these, again, pretty simple to start with. You can either just click in the box and start typing in. So again, if I'm like 25, it's going to continue to be red. If I do 30, what they have, it'll be the same color, and if I go above, we go to green. So of course I could go through and enter all these and do all that and spend that time. But if you've already used the Excel file that Coamps has provided, we actually have a way that you can upload that and have that work for filling out this information. And I've actually done that, so I'm going to go ahead and click on that option. Now, the window up here that you guys aren't seeing, but essentially it's just the file selecting window that is pretty standard in either PC or Mac. And I am selecting my Excel file, and I've uploaded, and you can now see that it has what's there, and I'm going to now, I hit go again. Undid it on accident, apologies about this. And then I can hit submit Excel file. And once I do that, it's going to take a moment here. And as you can see, it has now filled in all of the numbers here. And on every table, everything that was filled out in the Excel file, it is using. And you'll notice, again, we're seeing across the board where there either is no goal or I've met the Coamps requirement or recommended, it is staying the same color. If it's above the recommended, it's going to that darker green, and if it's below the recommended, it is showing up in red. So that's just a nice visual reminder to you guys when you're setting this up to know if you are at least meeting what Coamps has recommended. As you can see here, it looks like I did miss an option there, so it's just completely blank still, and so showing red. But if I leave those as blank and save, when I run the report, it'll use Coamps' recommended numbers. The other option, once you have gone in and used your Excel file, is, again, you can still change any of these numbers. So let's say for whatever reason we wanted to change intranasal medication administration, I can go ahead and switch that from a 10 to an 8 and then save. So it's not locking in what you've used on the Excel file. It's just a way to ease getting the numbers in if you've already filled out that Excel file. And again, it's just the one that comes from COA, so if you've got that, you can just upload it once it's been filled out.